She is thinking about you nonstop if she does this. There are 4 behaviors that reveal when a woman can't stop thinking about you. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for and what it actually means. Because here's the thing, when a woman is genuinely interested, she leaves clues. They're not always obvious, but they're always there. And understanding them is going to change the way you read situations completely. Now, before we get into it, I need you to pay attention as I walk through each of these 4 signs. Think about the women in your life right now. Has anyone been doing these things? Because awareness is everything. It's the difference between missing an opportunity and knowing exactly where you stand. Sign number 1, she finds reasons to contact you. This is when she's reaching out about things that don't really require reaching out. Maybe she's sending you a meme that reminded her of you. Maybe she's asking a question she could easily Google. Maybe she's commenting on your social media posts consistently, not just liking, but actually engaging. Here's what's really happening. Her brain is looking for excuses to create connection. She wants to be in your orbit, but she needs plausible deniability. She needs a reason that doesn't make her feel too vulnerable or too obvious. Think about it. We live in a world where everyone is busy. Everyone is overwhelmed. Everyone is selective about who gets their attention. So when someone consistently makes time to reach out to you, even about small things, that's intentional. That's not accidental. Let me give you an example. Let's say she texts you a screenshot of something funny with "this is so you." That seems casual, right? But here's what she's really saying. I saw this random thing and my mind immediately went to you. You occupy enough space in my thoughts that I'm making connections to you throughout my day. So what do you do with this information? You reciprocate if you're interested. You engage. You create momentum. But here's the key. Don't overanalyze every single message. Look at the pattern. Is she consistently finding ways to stay connected? That's your answer. Sign number 2, she remembers the small details. This one's powerful. When a woman can't stop thinking about you, she remembers things you barely remember telling her. Maybe it's that story you mentioned once about your childhood. Maybe it's your favorite food you casually brought up. Maybe it's something you're stressed about at work that you mentioned weeks ago. Your brain prioritizes information based on importance. We remember what matters to us. So when she's bringing up details from conversations you had ages ago, it means those conversations have been replaying in her mind. She's been thinking about what you said. She's been thinking about you. Here's what most guys miss. They think big gestures are what matter, but it's the small stuff that reveals true interest. Anyone can remember a birthday if it's on Facebook, but remembering that you prefer your coffee black, or that you're nervous about an upcoming presentation, or that your mum's name is Patricia, that requires attention. That requires care. That requires you being on her mind consistently. So here's the trap though. Don't test this. Don't start dropping random details to see if she remembers. That's manipulative and weird. Instead, pay attention naturally. Does she reference things organically? Does she follow up on conversations you've had? Does she show that your words actually land with her? Sign number 3, she makes herself available. This is the clearest indicator, but guys still miss it. When a woman is thinking about you constantly, she finds time for you. Even when she's busy, even when her schedule is packed, she'll move things around. She'll suggest alternatives. She'll say, I can't do Thursday, but what about Friday? Here's what you need to understand. Everyone is busy. Everyone has obligations, but we make time for what we prioritize. If she's consistently available when you reach out, or if she's disappointed when plans fall through and immediately suggests rescheduling, she's thinking about you. Let me break this down further. There's a difference between someone who's interested and someone who's just being polite. A woman who's being polite might say, maybe another time when she can't make it. A woman who's interested says, I can't do that day, but I'm free this weekend. Does that work? See the difference? One leaves the door open vaguely. The other actively tries to create an opportunity. So what do you do about this? You respect her time, but you also create opportunities. You make plans. You follow through, and you watch whether she shows up, not just physically, but Emotionally, is she present when you're together, or is she distracted and half there? Sign number 4, her body language changes around you. This is the one that happens subconsciously. When a woman can't stop thinking about you, her body reveals it even when her words don't. Maybe she leans in when you're talking. Maybe she mirrors your movements. Maybe she plays with her hair or touches her neck when you're around. Maybe her feet point toward you even when she's talking to someone else. Your body doesn't lie. We can control our words. We can manage our facial expressions. But our subconscious body language, that's pure, unfiltered truth. And when someone is attracted to you, when they're thinking about you constantly, their body pulls towards you like gravity. Here's what's happening on a deeper level. When we're around someone we're drawn to, our nervous system activates. We become more animated, more expressive. We unconsciously try to make ourselves more attractive, better posture, more smiling, more eye contact. So here's what you need to watch for. How does she act around you versus around other people? Does her energy shift? Does she seem more alive, more engaged, more present? That contrast tells you everything. But I'm going to give you a warning. Don't become obsessed with analyzing every gesture. Don't sit there counting how many times she touched her hair. Look at the overall vibe. Does it feel like she's drawn to you? Do you sense tension, the good kind, when you're together? Trust your gut, not a checklist. So, what does this all mean? Be real with yourself. Is she doing one of these things? Multiple? All 4? Because 1 sign could be coincidence, 2 signs could be friendship, but 3 or 4, that's interest. That's her thinking about you when you're not around. Here's my challenge to you. Leave a comment below and tell me which sign you've noticed most. You don't need to tell me who or share your life story. Just say sign 1, sign 2, sign 3, or sign 4. This isn't just engagement for the algorithm. It's about making you consciously recognize what you've been seeing. And remember this, whether you pursue this or not, the most attractive thing you can do is have a life worth being part of. Don't sit around waiting for signs. Don't obsess over every interaction. Build something that makes you confident, fulfilled, and genuinely interesting. Because here's the truth. The best relationships happen when 2 people who are already whole choose to build something together, not when 2 people who are incomplete try to fill their gaps with each other. That's real attraction. That's real connection. If this video gave you clarity, hit that like button. Subscribe if you want more honest content about relationships and attraction. And if you want to go deeper, I've got a free guide on reading social dynamics and building genuine confidence. Link is in the description. Now stop overthinking and start living. Pay attention to what's in front of you. And more importantly, make sure you're someone worth thinking about. For now, subscribe and watch this.